Hello. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome in. I threw myself off. Now I don't know what the next line is. Welcome to another episode of Good Morning NASDAQ right here on the Clover Trading YouTube channel. It is the 23rd day of January, year of our Lord 2026. Got a lot of commenters in the room already this morning. Just want to shout you guys out and say, hey, appreciate you for being here today, being with us all the time. We've had a great week where we have talked, shortened week where we've had some live trading. We've answered some great questions. We've gone through loads of 100 to 200+% gappers. So there's been a lot of action, a lot of fun this week on the Good Morning NASDAQ front. That is not necessarily translated for me into anything more than the fun we have here today in this 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to relish in this time, enjoy these moments with you guys, with people like Sly Cosine, Kodan, Mash for Fun, Trash Panda, No Thanks, Yumi Biss, Drummer Max, good morning. Good morning. As always, let us know where you're tuning in from. Get lively over there in the live chat. I'm guessing there's a big storm coming. A lot of people talking about it. It's like negative 10 degrees here right now, so it's a little chilly, a little nipply. You wouldn't tell by Huddy's outfit. You'd think he's in the Sahara Desert, but he's in the midst of some cold weather, I'm sure.
Told me to keep my heater on, otherwise everything will break over the weekend.
That's
So it's
scary.
hot in my house.
Oh, there you go. You took it very
Yeah.
literally, right? Turned it
They
to like
literally
80.
said keep your heater on. No, I have it at 65.
I don't think that's
It's hot.
hot,
Well,
but
well, it's hot. I don't know what to tell you. It's
maybe
hot air is coming out of it.
67, 68 is kind of that sweet spot.
I think it's broken.
Um, how we doing? I hate dealing with you. I wish Kyle was on the show. We can sulk together. Huddy went
You
green
could,
yesterday on the month, and so a green Huddy is an annoying Huddy if it doesn't
no,
align with you
no,
being green.
I'm back red.
Okay.
I'm back red.
All right.
But if I cover a stock right now, we're back green. We're just teetering the line right now. But right now we're
I
red.
I'm not on the line right now. I'm teetering between I might need more than one good trade to get back. Which is not a fun place to be. I sized up a little bit to start the year, and I counted yesterday. I'm at 14 straight losers, which statistically is almost impossible. Um, it
Uh,
happens to me about 3 or 4 times every year, and I'm always shocked with why don't I ever have 14 winners in a row? It never happens that way. Um,
I do agree with you though. Like a slightly profitable Huddy versus a red Dom is super annoying.
Super annoying.
Yeah, I get all talkative and shit, like I know what
Yeah,
I'm
you're
doing.
all like, let's do this, let's do that. Opportunity. It's like when hope gets into his eyes, and he gets all excited, and I'm like inside, like Michael Scott, like I'm dying inside. Like,
Can we just watch some YouTube?
yeah. Um, I'm getting to the point in my drawdown where I've done all the things that I know to do on the prep side, sitting down at night and writing the journal entries. Like I told myself, I'm gonna write journal entry every day until we go green on the year. Um, a green trade would be a cool thing. I don't know what that's like. Um, I don't know, but it will change. It always does. I know a lot of others are struggling. I know Kyle's still struggling. It's weird. It's a weird time out there. I feel like maybe I tried so hard in November and December and used all my willpower up on staying green. That was my main goal for the year. On taking way fewer trades, and then I came into this year and I broke, and I just all the willpower was gone. I ate every cookie in the house. I ordered crumble cookies, pizza, and ribs, and
Hmm.
we gotta solve it. We gotta get back to that person, because I feel like the market's not that much different than it was November, December. I feel like there's just a lot more eye candy right now, and usually in the form of those reversals for me. But we'll get it together. We'll figure it out. Goal of the day is just try to stay safe out there. Um, but we'll see. Someone said, Dom, have you tried sizing down? Yeah, the problem is I'm trying to size up. Um, but for size back down, then I'm just going to stay where I'm going to have the same problem where I stay at the same place all year. Um, so I tried to just force eject like a $250 increase, and then it was just 14 straight losers. So you feel worse than you would if it was a little bit less. But at this point, I'm still going to stick to it because I have to force it on myself. We have some gappers this morning. Oh, wow. I saw two over 100. What happened to the other one?
There's two over 100.
Did it go higher than my top end price?
Yeah.
It's over 20 now.
Yeah.
What was the ticker?
Move.
Move?
Move.
Move. Beat. Wow, gapping right up into a daily resistance. Interesting there. Let's start there. It is our biggest gapper. Let us go to Move, or which we've definitely seen this before, Movano, a medical device company out of the United States of America, repping a 680K float. Yikes. 680K float on a $20 stock on a Friday. Good morning. How are you, right? 16
Yeah, how's it
hours
going?
ago, 4:05 p.m. on the yester of days, they secured a long-term NVIDIA H200 GPU deployment with AI-driven provider of high-performance battery technologies to support production AI workloads. Talk to me like I'm five. What does that mean, Huddy? Buzzword
I don't
NVIDIA
know.
call today
Yeah, buzzword NVIDIA. Call it a day.
and AI. They need something because they only have 1.2 months of cash. They're not doing great in the cash department. I'm seeing offering ability is quite low. Um, what do you have there?
I just see that they need to raise capital, which they talked about in their last quarterly report. They have stockholder equity issues. It looks like they have a pending effect for the thing that they can raise from.
They just did a reverse split.
I mean, this is like a pump and dump.
You can't say that about everything. It doesn't build suspense for the show.
Oh, sorry.
Some of them we have to talk about different issues.
All right. This one's a former runner.
There we go. Ooh, gets me
Isn't that fun?
excited in the morning. Is it gonna run? Is it gonna crap? Former
Is it
runner.
gonna is it gonna move?
Is it gonna move? Vano. Here we are. Let's take a look. Very, very small float here. Like I said, I like daily charts on day one gappers where we can like draw lines and have some fun with it. We're up 200% into a big multi-month breakout level, you would call it. Doesn't mean it's always a playable breakout level, but really good volume that day. 46 million on a $12 to $20 stock. That's pretty good volume. Ended up, did you take a loss in this one that day? It probably had a bigger float.
When? I don't really remember this ticker.
11, 10, 25.
It depends.
But it ran. Ran from 13 to the 21s. Ended up closing down on a red candle below the open price. Since then, has had a series of lower highs, new lows, fading off. Let's go further back. We can see, it was really struggling for some time in the 12s and 13s, but was able to overcome that during that time for a short period of time. But overall trend is top left to bottom right, probably overall turd sandwich. Um, yeah, I guess the main thing here is probably too low of a float for you to be interested this morning.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch this thing, but I think they have issues.
Yeah, I wish the float was a bit. I mean, I probably wouldn't trade it, but you kind of have a couple of this is. I think we were talking about this in the webinar yesterday. When you start talking about the word breakout, you almost have to add in other words like short into resistance. Gap and crap doesn't get it put in there, but it is day one, so you could call this a gap and crap, a short into resistance, or a breakout. Pick your poison. However you want to go about doing it, it's one of those things where in hindsight we'll have a very good answer to what it is, but that's kind of the level that matters here. Is 21.23. We have topped out at it pretty much almost exactly here in the morning on pretty good volume so far, approaching 20 million in volume on this price. This one kind of interests me, not to the point where I'm like, oh, I really want to trade it, but to the point of like, does this turn into a massive breakout and go and is up 300-400% at the end of the day? Or does it kind of stuff into this key level and turn into a short and resistance gap and crapper? Do you have any thoughts on that perspective, or is it you're just not going to look at it the rest of the day and there's no interest for you on this former runner, this fun stock?
I mean, I'll put it on a watch list.
This is
That's
not
about
a
all.
breakout you'd buy, right?
No,
But
I think
it
that
excites you if you wanted to do that.
it's like either it's a shortened resistance or a breakout, but given that it traded 48 million into that and they're delinquent in some way or another, like I just think this doesn't end well. And it's gapping up huge. Like if I knew how to shorten the resistance, I would take that side.
I actually just
So that
watched that
also,
trading tickers earlier, and it always looks like one that makes so much sense, but then in the moment, I'm like, I don't want anything to do with that.
it's just that it doesn't, the problem with it is it doesn't hold into the resistance perfectly. So it's like if you risk 21, 23, like you might get stopped out like on a clear out move and then still come back under. So it's like, when do you do it is like the question.
Yeah, the Gratani patterns are all. It's a very. He's like a. It's like a grandfather to Kyle, which is like baked in that you're gonna try it 3 times. And I don't like patterns where it's baked in that I gotta try it 3 times. That is move Movano. Thank you, Movano. Have a wonderful day. DRCT is your next biggest gapper of the day. Hold on, wait a second. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us. I haven't asked all week. Let's get that number over 50 to kind of end this week strong. Over 100 viewers. Let's get that like count up to 50. I also want to see, please, one subscriber, one new member, one new subscriber to the group. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 10,000. Who knows what we will do? If you guys know us, you know we spin that wheel. We spin that mother trucking wheel, and usually we spin it more than once because we can't fathom the idea of not spinning it more than once. And who knows what we'll give away, right, Heidi? If we get to 10,000
Right.
subscribers, we don't know. It could be anything. But
Could be anything.
hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and you will find out. Direct Digital Holdings, advertising agency company out of the United States of America, a 1.47 million float. So we have another stock with a very low float, but not so low that we would call it like very, very low micro flow. 9 million market cap here. They are actually dealing with a situation where they have negative cash, which is never a good situation when you're Direct Digital Holdings. So their cash need is like, I would like have a level above high for Undilution Tracker. Like they need money just to get to zero. Um, 8 days ago, they launched a high compliance practice for regulated industries. They did a reverse split 15 days ago to get that float nice and low. I wonder if people are out there still buying recent reverse splits, because I feel like that is a common theme in the last week, where every one of these is a reverse split in the last month or so. Um, I don't see any news that is like current. Maybe you have it because I think it ran. Yeah, it kind of ran all day yesterday and in after hours. So it's kind of a continuation from yesterday, just not very visible on the daily chart. What do you see here, Steve, on the dilution tracker? Is there anything where you're like, this is definitely a turd, and I must treat it as such?
I mean, it's high across the board in terms of dilution, offering, cash need, overall offering risk. So that's all pretty much big red flag. I don't see any news. I don't know why it's up. It's
I
probably
don't
another red flag.
see any news either.
Is there anything in the money?
Okay, taking a look at the daily chart here, top left to bottom right. You guys know the drill. You know the story. If we get to one that isn't top left to bottom right, we'll probably be long biased. History of some wicks. I'm trying to find any decent day one gaps that we can maybe correlationalize to this. But I'm not really seeing anything. This stock is buried to the brim, to the, what's the opposite of the brim? It's buried to the bottom. Has really not had a whole lot of strength as of late. Beaten down on the daily chart. The reverse split just makes it look worse and worse. Coming off of our lows down in the ones, up in the fives over the past few days, up 133% from the previous close. Very slow and steady pre-market and after hours, kind of like a old-fashioned swizzle, spike and sideways. This morning, very similar, kind of holding within a trend, higher lows and lower highs right now. With only 17 minutes to go till the open, probably chooses the direction or just stay sideways into the open. But dealing with another low float stock, not a ton of resistance overhead. Huddy, where are your thoughts here on Direct Digital Holdings?
I'm going to be short biased on this one.
Really interesting.
Yeah. Whereas like move, I don't really care about this one. I'm probably going to find an entry at some point. I think it fails. Those are my
Um,
thoughts. I'm kind of dealing with something right now though,
in life or like with stocks?
with stocks.
You're dealing with something with stocks?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, this is one where I could see it making a pretty big move. You have a stock with a very low float and lots of room to run, but you're also dealing with a stock that is a turd, and most turds end very similar ways, which is not good for the in terms of the upward trajectory. But it being a Friday, it's been a week in which I feel like we started with some gappers running and mediumized to the middle of the week where gappers faded quite well. We'll see. I think that's always going to be the answer. And once you accept that that's the answer on day one gappers, life becomes a whole lot more fun and exciting. And we will see. Does DRCT
Well,
becomes
the problem with the week being quite well is like you're right, like it's actually kind of like doing too well, which means I think a loss is coming.
but um what was I going to say? But you can't think that way, right? Because it doesn't
No,
matter.
because you don't know where it is.
Doesn't matter. The fun thing about trading is that you're always in a different place, but you're going hopefully to the same place. And you just got to keep going until you get to that place, right?
Exactly.
All right, let's see here. That's gonna do it for the biggest gappers of the day. It's 9:15. Let's see what people are talking about. Prayers and support to all those people who are. Is there like a snowstorm across the world happening? Is everyone
All like 39 states are affected,
really?
like half the country.
Hey, get prepared. Make sure you have your toilet paper. Stay safe out there. Grab your shovels. We already have a ton of snow. I don't know. I know you probably don't have any snow, but we already have like my dog was like under the snow when he was walking around in it. All right, we got snow blowers. Someone talking about BNAI, not really something that I'm all that interested in. When stocks kind of become their own funky little versions of themselves, I don't think they're all that predictable and fun. BNI had breakouts back here that were better, and then since then, it's kind of been a gap machine where you don't know what you're going to get, and it's gapping up again, 21%. Most of the time, it hasn't been able to hold any of those. So, yeah, I really have no interest at this point. Volume is, at times okay, but it's really unpredictable. And once they become super unpredictable, I don't really want them in my life. In Vaxo, must have been a Wine Wednesday question. Taking more size, but sticking with that 7, 10, 15% gains. Nice work. Yeah. Someone asked about did any broker have shares of SXTP yesterday? I
Yeah.
think most brokers had shares. I think just as we got more into the 9 to 10 o'clock hour, they just became more and more and more expensive. I saw a rapid progression. I know Huddy was able to get like 20 cents or something around there. 29 cents. What was it?
Weird.
Huh?
I thought 28, 30 cents all morning
Yeah.
at every broker.
Lies because I have the same broker and they went up.
Well, yeah, they go up as the stock price increases, but like I'm talking about like up until 9:30, you
Yeah,
had every
there
chance
you
in the
go.
world to pay the price.
They were available. I think that's just how it be, right, Huddy, with the gappers? Sometimes they're more expensive, sometimes they're well priced.
I mean, half the reason I don't short the low floats is because sometimes I get priced out and it just feels like a zero sum game, like where it's like you miss some good faders, you get squeezed on some crazy ones, and no matter what, you're paying a high locate price. So it's like part of the reason why I don't trust them. Um, but yeah, you got to figure out like what that number is that's worth it to you. Like for me, like 25 cents on a $7 stock was fine.
Yeah. Don't have time to go over KUST. Someone brought up it looks like it is spiking towards 70% right now. Um, but add that one to the list of gappers. I also see for that one it's 630K float. So pretty low float popping up from the twos into the high threes. Would probably have the same type of mindset. There's not a lot of resistance overhead. Wouldn't be surprised to see it run. Wouldn't be surprised to see it fail. Um, Someone mentioning our light speed swag. We didn't get that much. Huddy just keeps re-wearing it. It's actually a really nice sweatshirt. But yeah, if you want to sign up get a discount with them using our link, you can. It's in the description with Lightspeed Trading. That's where we're at now. And yeah, I have to get mine linked to Kinfo. Don't worry. Just imagine that there's like 10 losses, and you'll have my Kinfo dialed in for the year to start. But I don't have Lightspeed connected yet, but I will. Um, all right, Heidi, you said that by next week you'd have some good information or like a quote. Can you give us a sneak peek, a little bit of flavor, a little taste of what's coming next week? Because you know I'm going to ask.
No chance, dude. You gotta wait till next week.
Wow. So now I have to come up with
Yeah.
some freaking quote. Quote of the
When
day.
when we were in when we were in when we were in Whistler, I asked like we were talking about like reading books, and I asked the guy what book he's reading, and he said Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And Kyle and I were at the table. We both looked at each other immediately.
Classic
Do
mix
you have
up.
that book still?
I have every book. I don't know where any of them
Okay.
are. I used to have a bookshelf. I need to get one. Um, I got a couple good ones here for you guys today, right? If you fell down yesterday, stand up today. Okay. Um, oh, here's one from
That's
Michael Jordan. Practice like you've never won. Play like you've never lost. And that's pretty good. You want to go into the day with confidence that you're going to execute. You're doing the right thing. You don't want to be second guessing yourself. But when you practice, when you sit down at night and you're making your journals and you're going through how you executed on the day, treat yourself like a loser. Treat yourself like you could be doing way better. Be hard on yourself. Be transparent. But when it's time, 10 more minutes to go till the open, play like you've never lost, within reason. I don't want to be the person that tells someone to be crazy. Don't be crazy. If you're not doing the practicing thing, you shouldn't even be playing. By the way. All right, everybody, let's do it. Let's go have a great day. Gosh, I just wish I could have a 0 day. If I could just be down 0, oh, that'd be awesome. Let's go do it. Let's go do it, Huddy. We'll see you over in the room. We'll see all of you 3 and 4 leaf clovers in the room right now. If you want to get signed up for that, clovertrading.io. You got the likes up to 50. Appreciate it. We'll see you Monday morning. Kick off another week with Huddy's awesome wisdom, experience, and quote of the day coming Monday, so you don't want to miss it. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Goodbye.